It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sammy, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Getting lean as a woman is hard. It is way harder than people admit and way harder than a lot of people realize. And after competing in several bodybuilding shows over the years and coaching many women through fat loss phases, one thing is clear that I need you to know. There are no shortcuts. And I'm about to give you the honest advice that most people are avoiding telling you, because you need to understand this if you're on a successful fat loss phase, and also to have a bit of clarity about what you want to achieve with this fat loss phase. Number one, you might not be ready to get lean yet. Most people do not have enough muscle to look lean. Losing more weight does not always mean that you're going to look more toned, because muscle is the foundation and then fat loss just reveals it. Even with years of training, building muscle takes a really bloody long time. And if you lack muscle, ladies, cutting harder and dropping more body fat will not give you the look that you want unless you also take the time to be building this muscle up at the same time. And trust me, I know, because that was me for a really long time. And even still, I do not have anywhere near enough muscle. Every time I go and compete in bodybuilding, I think, dang, thought I would have enough muscle. Dang, still definitely don't have enough muscle. Got to go back to the drawing board. I thought I did that before every cut, and boy, oh boy, I was wrong every time. Every time. I'm like, damn, I'm still not enough. Keep going. So, build your physique before you cut. And then, yes, you will be able to build some muscle during your cut, but it's going to be much more effective to even just spend some time at maintenance to really build your muscle mass up first. You don't have to go into a dirty bulk and add on heaps of body fat or anything like that. Just spend some time at maintenance, get your hormones all sorted, your hunger hormones all stabilized, get your habits on lock, build your muscle up, and then go through a mini cut phase afterwards. And then to tap onto that, number two, building muscle takes longer than you want. There is no such thing as a little mini bulk that builds real muscle. Muscle growth takes years, not months. Fat loss phases do not build as much muscle as effectively, and in some circumstances, depending on your training experience, they will not build any muscle at all. The more newbie you are, the easier it is to build muscle even in a calorie deficit. The more advanced you are, the harder it is to build muscle in a calorie deficit. And then a fat loss phase will only reveal it. And so, for every, say if you do a 4-week mini cut, your building phase should be like 8 to 12 weeks at the very least. Not 8 weeks, sorry, no. 12 to 16 weeks at the very least, ideally 6 months, and then go and do maybe a 4, 6, or 8 week mini cut, and then go spend another 6+ months building muscle and not adding on body fat in between. Be patient. Muscle is built slowly. You can drop fat faster than you can build muscle, but it does change everything, I promise, if you stick to it for the long term. Do not expect a quick fix in 12, 14, 16 weeks. Expect changes in your body in 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, 6 years. Take your time. There is no rush, because the more patient you can be during this journey, the better your results are going to be. 3, hormones and metabolism matter more than you think. Long periods of dieting can wreck your energy, your hormones, and your progress. And if you've been restricting for a long time, your body may just need a reverse diet. Eating more can actually help you get leaner later. But the fear of weight gain, even without body fat gain, but just seeing that number go on the scale going up, keeps women stuck, and it will slow your progress down in the long run. And I promise you, ladies, your dream body is probably going to be heavier than you think because of that muscle mass that you need to build up. Now, when we're talking muscle mass, I'm not meaning looking big and bulky like a bodybuilder. A lot of ladies that you will think, oh, they are tight and toned and oof, they look good, have more muscle than you realize, because that's what gives you that tight and toned look. And so sometimes the fastest way forward is to eat more, get stronger, lay your foundations first, build the muscle, and then come back into it. Because I'm going to say it again, long periods of dieting can wreck your energy, your hunger hormone balance, and your progress in the long run. So sometimes eating more is actually going to help you to get leaner later down the track. Number 4, getting lean, like really lean, like near comp prep lean, requires a season of discipline. So the leaner that you want to get, the more disciplined you need to be. Because true leanness requires sacrifice. Like, let's say, for example, in a bodybuilding prep, right? No alcohol, no meals out, no meals off the plan. Everything is tracked and weighed to the T. There is not a single day that I miss my steps, I miss my sleep, I miss my cardio, I miss anything. Nothing gets missed. Water, salt, food, everything's tracked, everything's measured to the T. Accuracy is set at level 100% in a comp prep for that amount of time. That's not me 24/7, 365 days in the year, but I'm saying in a comp prep, it is 100% disciplined. And then, that is the extreme end of the spectrum. And then let's say the other extreme end of the spectrum is you making no progress and probably putting on weight, not doing any healthy habits at all. And then you need to determine what level of discipline and sacrifice you're prepared to have and what level of leanness do you want to achieve. So maybe you need to have some sacrifice, such as less eating out, less alcohol, and a little bit more structure. Maybe you're going to go, okay, I'm going to do one meal out every couple of weeks and no alcohol at all. You need to determine how far you want to go, how lean you want to be, and then balance that with how much you're ready to be disciplined. And yes, balance does exist, but it looks different in a fat loss phase. So the leaner you want to be, the more disciplined you want to you need to be, and you cannot expect extreme results with a casual effort. But you need to really understand what level of sacrifice are you willing to make, because for some ladies, the level of leanness they think that they want and the life they have to lead to maintain that just doesn't marry up. So it's not worth it for them. So you need to find your middle ground. How disciplined, how much sacrifice do you want to make versus how lean do you actually want to be? And for some ladies, it's just not practical. It's just stupid how much they have to do to maintain it, because not everyone can achieve that super duper lean look, and some people can. It's just also a little bit genetic as well, and time. Because another thing that can help is you get a little bit lean, spend some time there, stop trying to focus on fat loss, spend some time at maintenance. Your body gets used to being that lean. It stops fighting back against it, because if you've ever gotten lean before and you get a little bit of a fight back, you get cold or your appetite's all out of whack or things like that. So then if you just chill there for a bit, as long as you're at a healthy, I'm talking healthy level of lean, not bodybuilding prep level of lean. I'm just talking about healthy level of leanness. If you get there and you're not used to being that lean and you just stay there, eat at maintenance, let your body chill, let your body get used to it. And then if you're cool, I actually still want to lose a little bit more. It's all right, now we can do it again. And if you do it in stepped phases, your body gets used to it, and therefore it's going to fight back against it less and less, especially if you have a lot to lose. I'm talking if you have 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilos to lose, doing it in phases so your body can adapt and get used to it and then stop fighting it back against you can be really beneficial. But I want to reiterate, if you want that six-pack, you need to understand what it's going to take to get it and then to potentially maintain it. And some ladies will achieve that six-pack, super duper lean, and they go, I actually do not enjoy this. I'd rather put on, just a little bit of body fat and have a little bit more freedom in my life and be able to enjoy some meals out with a little bit less stress and not be that super duper lean. So just make sure you understand what is required. Okay, number 5. This is a mental game more than a physical one. It's really not that hard to do your nutrition and to go to the gym and train and do all and get your steps. It's actually not that hard to take those actions once you've got it laid out. But where most women fail to see results is because they quit as soon as it gets uncomfortable, as soon as it gets a little bit hard. They don't have the mental resilience to just keep going. Tracking macros, consistency, and that discipline are just skills and habits. You don't have to be perfect, but you just can't quit when it gets hard. And I'm telling you, most issues is because ladies are not prepared to embrace the discomfort and they don't have the mental resilience to just keep going. That is actually the root cause for 99% of the problems. It's not actually not knowing what to do. It's just not being able to actually push through your comfort zone. So the only way to make significant changes is by embracing the discomfort. Every time you do, your mental resilience is going to grow. Your body's going to adapt and you will make progress. Diamonds are made under pressure after all. So progress comes from practicing hard things, not avoiding them. And that is one other powerful thing about going to the gym. Lifting weights is hard. Pushing yourself to go one more rep when you want to stop is hard. And every time you do that, you literally grow little muscles that are in your brain. There's actually a center in your brain, and you grow little muscles in there. Every time you do something that is uncomfortable and hard, that part of your brain gets stronger. If you can master your mindset, then you will be able to achieve anything. You can lose the body fat and you can maintain it, because life will throw curveballs at you and it will not affect what you do day by day. Okay, 6. Stop looking for excuses, start looking for solutions. This leads in from my mindset chat. So life will always be busy. Work, kids, stress. None of that is going to disappear during a fat loss phase. And successful ladies problem solve instead of letting these be their excuses. For example, if you can't cook because you don't have a kitchen at the moment, or you just ran out of time to cook this week, cool, go order groceries and just get ready-made meals, or meals that you can throw together that require minimal cooking. Like literally in my program, we have a whole recipe book called CBF to Cook. And the rule is if you only need a microwave, or you don't even need a microwave, you just need the food, and then you throw it together, then it belongs in that recipe book. Where there is a will, there is a way, and there's always a problem, there's always a way to problem solve through. Okay, so you're out on a business adventure and a business work trip or whatever, and you have to eat out with everyone else. Okay, just choose macro-friendly options. It doesn't mean go fuck it with your food. Just do the best that you can. Gym's closed. Okay, why not go do a casual gym pass somewhere else? Go train from home. Go do something else that is the equivalent of that, or rearrange your schedule for the week so that you still get that session done just at a different time. Okay, your kids are really sick and you cannot leave them at home. Totally fine. That I'm so sorry, but just train from home. Even if it's a shorter session, you still moved your body. It's still better than nothing. And that means you can 100% nail your nutrition. Just because your kid's sick doesn't affect what goes into your mouth as well. And if you can't go outside for a walk because the weather, or because of animals, or because of where you live, there's no walking track or whatever, it's like, okay, just get a treadmill from home. You can literally get treadmills for like $100, $200. You can even get little ones that slide under your couch. Like I have one that goes under my desk, and it was like $150. It's not that expensive, and you can get a treadmill from home. Now, boom, you can get your steps done, or just do your steps on the spot, run around the house. Where there's a will, there is always a way. You just have to be open to trying and adapting instead of letting your excuses drive your lack of progress. Commitment to yourself means adapting, not quitting, because then when you have that skill set, suddenly this quick fix fat loss phase turns into just your health and fitness lifestyle, and this all becomes a heck of a lot easier. Okay, number 7 on your journey to getting lean. Planning is a non-negotiable. I did not say that word right. Non-negotiable. Fat loss makes life harder, not easier. So you must plan your workouts, your meals, and your schedule ahead of time. And planning creates consistency even when the motivation drops. So then you can follow your plan, not your mood. And the more organized you can be, then the less stressful, the less decisions, the less taxing on your brain. It's worth the time to be prepared and plan ahead. And being disciplined to achieve the level of leanness that you want starts with preparation. The issue why ladies think tracking your macros or tracking your calories or staying on track with their nutrition is so hard, it's actually not hard. It's just because they don't pre-plan. Pre-plan your meals in advance. Stop trying to track as you go and hope for the best. Go meal prep your base ingredients. Like when you just plan ahead, now you don't have to think about it. I can create my full day of eating without even thinking about it because I plan my meals ahead. I know exactly what I'm having and I don't have to think about it at the time of day. I do not have time to be trying to decide what to have and try to build a meal. I ain't got time for that. I am running a massive business and trying to do my PhD and have my own health and fitness goals and look after, I don't have children. So to be fair, I do not have children, but I do have a lot of other big things that take up my time in my life, and I do not have time spending hours and hours in my fitness pal. So I pre-plan everything ahead, and then I just keep my life simple by eating pretty much the same thing every day. So it's one less decision I have to worry about. I know exactly when I'm going to the gym. I follow my Google Calendar like it's my Bible, and I know exactly what I need to meal prep, what I grocery shop, and what I meal on rotation. My schedule's ahead of time. I don't have to think twice about it. I just follow my plan no matter what. And if you can learn to do the same sort of thing too, a fat loss phase, your health and fitness journey, everything, staying consistent just becomes so much easier, and you'll never feel like you fall off track again because it just becomes your routine and it's easy. Okay, number 8. This is going to take longer than you think. Whatever timeline you expect, double it or triple it. Real body transformations happens over years, not months. So stop obsessing over speed and start focusing on consistency. My progress myself has taken years and years and years, and I am still nowhere near where I want to be yet either. Time is going to pass anyways. You might as well just keep progressing. Who cares about the start and finish line? Just get started, just keep going, because the time is going to go by. You might as well continue to progress and continue to improve for the rest of your life. Okay, number 9, your leanest body will not be sustainable year round. Extremely lean physiques are temporary. I hit my comp prep condition, and immediately after we competed, started our reverse diet to gradually add back on healthy body fat, still staying lean, but not comp lean. And, I am actually a bit of a rare bird where I actually feel completely fine holding comp prep condition. Like, for some ladies, they feel like they're dying, their sleep's in the trash, their hunger hormones are all over the place, they're cold all the time. Like, some ladies actually do experience some quite nasty symptoms when they are in comp condition. I am definitely someone who, I'll just say I'm pretty lucky in that regard. Like, I actually don't even notice the difference. I could easily stay comp lean and I'm like totally fine. My sleep doesn't get affected, my hunger and satiety cues are quite normal, to be honest. But for some ladies, extreme leanness feels like absolute dog shit. And what is extremely lean to one person may be different to what is extremely lean to someone else. It is very what is your body kind of used to. And like I was mentioning before, you can get your body to adapt over time, but also within reason, what is actually healthy. Like, even if I feel absolutely fine staying comp lean, it isn't healthy on my body to be down into the essential fat zone. It is incredibly dangerous as a female. So we do it, we get on stage, and then we do a reverse diet, which I'm doing at the moment, gradually adding on weight, but doing it in a nice slow way that's not overhauling my digestive system. It's keeping my skin and my hormones are rebalancing really gradually and really beautifully. And actually, I say I'm reversing now. My calories are 2,600. I'm actually in a building phase now, so definitely not still reversing my calories up. But just keep that in mind. Your leanest of what you achieve may not be sustainable year round, depending on what you consider lean as well. Health, energy, and hormones matter so much more than your abs, and feeling stronger, happier, and energized will beat staying super duper shredded. So leaner does not always mean healthier or happier. And yeah, it can be cool to go, hey, let's see what my body can do. But just know that it may not be practical. And if you're then too scared to add weight back onto the scale after getting really lean, then you should not be getting really lean, because that is just dangerous to your mindset. If you cannot just accept that the scale is going to do what the scale wants to do and it needs to fluctuate, then you should not be trying to fight getting as lean as you can, because you need to accept that in order to build muscle, the scale has to increase. Okay, number 10. You probably don't know what you're doing, ladies. You really don't. And that is okay, because what most people think they know what to do. They say, I know what to do, I just need to do it. But actually, they're just over dieting, under fueling, and doing way too much cardio. And I'm sorry, but even when ladies are like, yeah, I go to the gym and I lift weights, I see y'all at the gym lifting weights. Your programs suck. Your performance of your exercises suck. Your intensity sucks. So more cardio, less food, and training ineffectively is not meaning that you know what you're doing. There's one difference between going to the gym and eating your protein and tracking your calories, and the difference between that and training properly, hitting your macros, hitting your protein, and actually getting results. They are two different things. Two people can be doing the same thing on paper and getting vastly different responses and results, which is totally fine. You probably know what you probably think that you know what to do, and you probably do understand the fundamentals, but you actually aren't executing it properly, and the actual nitty-gritty to the game plan is not correct. And that is absolutely okay, because you didn't study for years and years and years with multiple degrees and multiple courses and certifications to get you there. I have, and hopefully, I'm laughing because I'm like, hopefully most coaches have, or have at least had mentorship and guidance to learn these things. So you can go do some research for a couple of months and think that you know everything that you need to know, but I promise you, you don't. And that is okay. That is what we are here for. And many women do actually get leaner. They think they're doing all the right things, and they come and join, and I'm like, all right, eat more food, do this with your weights, change this and that, and then suddenly, boom, they get amazing results. They get leaner by eating more and lifting weights and doing an approach that was similar to what they were doing before, but the execution and the fine details are vastly different. So coaching provides clarity, structure, and accountability, and a safe game plan to prevent hormone impacts, to avoid rebounding the weight back on, and to teach you how you can maintain these results for the rest of your life. It's not just like if a coach just takes you through a fat loss phase and then goes, bye, see you later, like in a challenge or something, that is not a real coach. A coach should be teaching you this fundamental skill set that you also need for life after the coach. So yes, we will guide you through the tricky stuff, the progress, this area where you want to improve and make changes, but they should also be teaching you how to actually maintain these changes when you give them the right amount of time and you follow through their process and you follow through their education system. They should actually be teaching you. Don't expect all of that to happen at once. It should be a gradual process, but eventually you should be ready to, let your wings go and fly because of all of the things that you've learned, and still understand you're not going to know everything. And if you want to still be pushing on and making progress and going through the different phases and the different adaptations, having a coach long term is absolutely fine. I always have a coach because, one, I like to, not have to constantly make decisions about my training and my nutrition. I do that for a living. I like having someone telling me what to do at the same time, but it also means that I'm always being pushed to improve and progress and make changes. And so even if I know what to do, I don't need a coach, but I want a coach because I enjoy having that push, that progression, and having a third party person be there to give me different tips and tricks and things that I can't see on myself, because us as human beings are very subjective and it can be really hard to stay objective within our own bodies as well. So my long-winded rant on that note: guidance accelerates results and will prevent costly mistakes and wasting time. Okay, my closing message. Getting lean is absolutely possible for everyone if you really want it, but it requires patience, discipline, and honesty with yourself, knowing what exactly you want to achieve and what is realistic for you. The goal isn't perfection. It's always going to be about progress, and you got to learn to love your body through every season. Otherwise, it is not worth getting lean and destroying your relationship with yourself. Build muscle first, fuel your body always, stay consistent 365 days in a year, and always trust the process. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me, Sammy_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me, Livestrong, on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.